Scorpio, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This reading is for Scorpio that has a sun, moon, rising, Venus, or North Node in Scorpio. Scorpio, I already have 3 cards that have been pre-pulled for you. You have the 9 of Candles, the 2 of Candles, and the Magician. Scorpio, when I see this, the first thing that I immediately hear is someone is trying to return back to you, or you're trying to return back to someone. This person is trying to manifest a relationship with you. Somebody is willing to fight for you at all costs. So Scorpio, even though the card that signifies you walking away from something has not come out yet, I feel intuitively that either you walked away from a connection or someone walked away from you. But someone is willing to fight to mend this connection. And I'm led to say that either you're waiting for this person to return back. Either you were waiting for this person to return back to you, or this person is waiting for you to return back to them. And it also appears that they're willing to manipulate the energy in order to get this to happen, because they feel like, I'm led to say, they feel like they've already tried to get you to return. Flip and switch the energies however it resonates, but somebody already tried to get somebody to return back to them. And there was a blockage. There was rejection. The person was not interested in communicating and trying to entertain the idea of starting another relationship or picking up where the relationship ended, or whatever the situation was so happy with how it ended. Either way, someone rejected the other party and was not willing to return. But see, somebody is not accepting a rejection and they're willing to manipulate the energy in order to get what they want. That's what I'm led to say. I'm also led to say that somebody feels like somebody is a obstacle. Like the person who's being rejected feels like they're being rejected because there's somebody else that's an obstacle that's preventing this person from returning. That's one of the reasons why they want to manipulate the energy. That's what I'm led to say. What else? Queen of Feathers. And 5 of Cups. Yeah, this is confirmation of what I was just saying. Somebody can't handle the truth. They don't want to accept the fact that this Queen of Feathers is playing no games. So this is a man that's trying to return to a woman. And this woman is standing on business and saying no. She's holding this man accountable for whatever it is that he's done that has caused a demise in this connection. And now this person is feeling sorrowful. They have regret. For some of you, this person tried to manipulate the energy and it didn't work. And they're mourning over that. For some of you, it's both. And for others of you, it's one or the other. For some of you, this person has tried to manipulate energy and they contacted the practitioner that they went to because they felt like it didn't work. And I'm led to tell you that it did work. It just didn't work the way they wanted it to work. A lot of you are protected. So it manipulated the energy, but it didn't manipulate the energy the way they wanted it to be manipulated. So you didn't come back to them, but you definitely thought about the person a lot. You thought about the person and you even missed them. But you also remembered why you left. I'm hearing you communicated with this person that you just won't return back to them because you can't trust them. So you don't feel like it makes any sense to even bother to try, because you don't want to be looking over your shoulder and feel insecure. You're not insecure, but you don't like the feeling that comes with distrust. What else? I'm led to say more, but I got to cut it off because I got to move this along. I'm going to accept them both. You have the Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is confirmation. You don't want to reconcile. You or this person don't want to reconcile. And you have Four of Feathers in reverse. You couldn't be any more clear. There's no confusion here. You're not confused on whether or not you want to return back to this person. I'm led to say it's a hell no. Not a no, but a hell no. And I just saw another card of despair while I was shuffling. What else? This is the card that has fallen in my lap for you. Well, you have two. I'm going to accept them both. They both came out in reverse. You have the Ten of Cups in reverse, and you have the High Priest in reverse. Okay. I feel like this High Priest is here in reverse as confirmation of this Magician energy. Because notice how it popped up in the same column, actually. That's the way the cards came out. That's the way I read it. It popped up in the same column. With this Ten of Chalices in reverse, you recognize that you're not going to be happy in this connection. You don't see the point of even trying. Because you can't even try comfortably. You would be begrudged. That's what I'm led to say. For some of you, I feel like the High Priestess came out in reverse because Spirit is giving me confirmation as far as the energy with this Magician. But I also feel like for others of you, the reason why the High Priestess is in reverse is because you feel like this person is still hiding stuff. So I'm hearing that when this person tried to beg for you to take them back or beg to work it out and try to work through it, y'all had a conversation about whatever it is that they did. And then you felt like they wasn't telling you everything. You had a conversation with this person even though you already felt like they was full of it. And you were immediately able to pick up on the fact that they weren't telling you everything, because there were things that you realized that they didn't know you would have picked up on as far as what they was doing. Scorpio, I want to end your reading now because I have a lot of messages that's coming in that I'm channeling, and I don't want to make this reading lengthy because I feel like everything has already been straightforward of what I have said thus far. So all of the messages that I'm getting, really, that I haven't spoken on yet, is redundant. It's really just more details about the energy of what I'm picking up of with the story of what happened. But the gist is pretty much somebody wants to come back to you and they're trying to manipulate the energy to get you to return back to them. But from what I can see, it hasn't worked. Not the way they wanted it to work. It hasn't worked the way they wanted it to work. And you couldn't be any more clear. You or this person couldn't be any more clear that they do not want a new start. They're done. If this resonates with you, like the video. Leave me a yellow heart in the comment section. And also, I would love for you to leave me some comments and communicate with me, because I am curious as to what's the particular details in some of you guys' stories, because I'm reading for the overall energy from Scorpio, but everybody's story is not going to be exactly the same, but the overall energy is going to pretty much overlap. That's what I have for you today, Scorpio. Namaste. Be well.